Om Shanti. Good morning. Welcome all of you. So today another Murli, New Year Murli, which is all about how to become an image of success. That's the reason the song of Safalta was played. And as usual, you know, the New Year Murlis are full of new inspirations which Baba gives us, because Baba wants us to go into the new age, the new world. And for that, what newness we need to get into our lives, he tells us all about that. So I'll share the screen, and I'm sure you are able to see it. So it is the 31st December 2002. So in this new year, use all your treasures in a worthwhile way and show the speciality of becoming an image of success. So, you know, all the treasures which we keep discussing, I don't know, all those murlis come to me only usually. The treasures is all the basic ones which we say three: Gyan, Gun, Shaktiyan. So knowledge, virtues and powers. And along with that, the three sirs: Samay, Shwas, Sankalp, and even one more sir is Shakti. So time, Samay, Shwas is your breath, Sankalp is all your thoughts, and lastly Shakti is all the powers. So this way, in the end, when we today, it's a long Murli, so we'll be dividing it today and tomorrow. So today, the last 5-10 minutes, Baba is mentioning about the thoughts, how you have to take care of your thoughts. So let's start reading the Murli. Today, Bap Dada, the creator of the new age and the bestower of the new life, right? नए जीवन के दाता and नए युग के maybe विधाता, has come to celebrate the new year. Have all of you also come to do that? Or have you come to celebrate the new age? Everyone celebrates the new year, but all of you are celebrating all three: the new life, the new age, and the new year. Important to remember. Not only the new year, but a new age and new life is full of new sanskars. So Babdada is therefore giving you Trimurti congratulations. People give one another greetings for the new year, and they also have given one or gift to each other. They do give gifts. However, what gift has Babdada given all of you? The gift of the golden world. All of you have received it. It's the golden world, the new age in which there are all attainments. Sarva prapti sampan. Aprapt koi vastu nahi, brahmano ke bhandare. Do you remember your kingdom? There is no name or trace of lack of any attainment. No one apart from Bap Dada can give you such a gift. In the whole world, even if someone gives you the greatest gift of all, what could they give you? They could give you the biggest crown or throne, maximum. So when establishment was taking place, that means all those from the beginning of the establishment, all the dadis who are sitting at the front, even then, Brahma Baba used to ask the children that if the queen of today were to give you the crown and the throne, which means the, the takht and the taj in Hindi, so would you go there? Do you remember that? Children used to reply, what would we do with the crown and throne when we have found the Father? So what is that compared to this? No gift can be greater than this gift of the golden world. And Baba says, many children ask, what attainments will be there? Bab Dada says the list of attainments is long. But what would you say in a sense? That there is nothing lacking there. Aprapt koi vastu nahi. You will have attained whatever you need in life. Therefore, you are the souls who have the right to such a golden gift. You are those who have a right, aren't you? Are the double foreigners those who have a right? And they are waving hands. Will all of you become kings? Acha, in that case, so many thrones will have to be prepared by Baba. Bab Dada says that throne is a throne, and you have all attainments, which means the Raj Takht, what we say, the throne of the royalty. But the self-sovereignty of the confluence age is no less than that. So hope you know, Baba always, sometimes we can take this class, if just suddenly this thought struck me, inspiring the rules of three or the significance of three threes. There are a lot of threes in the Murlis which Baba has told us. So one is Trimurti, today he mentioned about that new age, the new life, and the uh, new year. Then Baba is speaking about Taj and uh, Takht, and the Tilak also is there. So there are three such, each of them are three. So if you look at the first one, which we are discussing, the throne. So Baba is speaking about the future throne, the royal throne where the kings sit on. In confluence age, it is the what sort of throne should we sit on? Anyone can answer that? Bab Dada's Dil Takht, what we call. That is the heart throne. And for that, those souls can be seated on the heart throne of Bab Dada, the ones who are having this throne, that is Swarajya Adhikari, what we call self-sovereignty. So like that, there are many threes. I must say I have found at least 50 to 60 such things. We can discuss it sometime as a special class. It will be fun to revise the Murlis in that form. So Baba is saying the self-sovereignty of the confluence age, that is Swarajya Adhikari, that is no less than the future throne. So you are the kings even now, aren't you? Are you subjects or part of the royal family? What are you? It is only the one father who says with pride that each and every child of his is a child who's to become a king. So are you Rajyogis or Praja-yogis? Praja-yogis means yogis who become subjects. So obviously no, Baba, we are not Praja-yogi. At this time, all are seated on the heart throne. And all of you are those who have a right to the throne of self-sovereignty, the children who are to become kings. So you have such spiritual intoxication, don't you? It is only through this self-sovereignty of this time, that's the confluence age this time, that you will receive the future kingdom, the throne there. This confluence age is very, very, very invaluable and elevated. Again, I haven't said thrice, Baba is saying, बहुत 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 अमूल्य और श्रेष्ठ है, invaluable and elevated. Bab Dada and all the children know the confluence age. With happiness, what name is given to the confluence age? Age of pleasure. मौजों का युग है, संगम युग मौजों का युग है. Why? Because you don't have the pleasure of the confluence age in any other age. So what do you feel? What is the unanimous answer? Why is the confluence age the age of pleasure? Because it's only in this age where we have Baba. Out of the whole cycle, it is only now that you receive the pleasure of meeting God. What is each day of the confluence age? There is pleasure and only pleasure, nothing else. Maujon ka yug, khushiyon ka yug. It reminds me of the Murli which Baba told on 15th November, the latest Avyak Murli which we did. It was all about Baba was covering these two things. One is how you should always have happiness. Happiness, khushi jaisi खुराक kabhi nahi bhulo, hamesha khate raho. And second is, he was saying about the face. Baba spent quite a few minutes speaking about how your face and chalan should be, your chehra and chalan. So your face and behavior, how should it be? So that's the speciality of the confluence. There is only pleasure, nothing else. You don't become confused, do you? So these are again two beautiful Hindi words, Moj and Moonj. Moonj is confusion, Moj is pleasure. Every day is a festival because you have enthusiasm. You have zeal and enthusiasm to make all your brothers and sisters belong to God, the one Father. You have zeal and enthusiasm for service, don't you? We will do this, we will do this. You make such plans, don't you? This is because when you have elevated attainment, Sresh Prapti, you cannot stay without telling others about it. And that's a fact. Even in the Lokik world, when we really receive something elevated or something good, we want to always share it with others. So you'll have the attainments of this confluence age even in the golden world. The reward of the efforts you make at this time is the future golden world. So Baba is asking, do you prefer the confluence age or the golden age? What do you prefer? Baba is saying confluence age is good, isn't it? It is just that Maya comes in heaven. Sorry, comes in between, not heaven. I'm sorry. Apologies. Maya doesn't come in heaven. It comes in between here. You sometimes become a little confused. Some children make easy yoga into difficult yoga. It isn't difficult, but you make it difficult. So sun lo, Baba saying we make it difficult. In fact, it is very easy. Do you find it difficult? Those who find it difficult, raise your hands. Not always, but is it sometimes difficult or is it sometimes easy? Those who are difficult yogis, please raise your hands. Those who find it difficult, raise your hands. Mothers were there in the gathering. So are you difficult or easy yogis? Is anyone a difficult yogi? None of you would raise a hand because it is called Sahaj Raj Yoga, easy Raj Yoga. Then Baba says, all children say with pride and intoxication. Bahut nasha or what we call pride could be that Shuddha Ahankar. That way, Nishchay and Nasha you can say, but pride is actually Baba saying you should have this sweet pride about knowing Baba. What is it? My Baba. Do you say my Baba? Is it my Baba or it is the Baba of the Dadis? Is it my Baba, isn't it? So each of you would first say my Baba, Mera Baba. All the Sindhis are sitting here. Any Sindhis in the audience here? Baba is remembering them. Is it my Baba or is it Dadi Janki's Baba? Or is it Dadi Prakashmani's Baba? Who is he? Is he mine? What word do you remember throughout the day? You always keep saying, no, my work, my head, my children, my home. So Baba is saying that's a very famous word which you all used all the time, every day. The father says that a very easy yukti is how many times do you say the word mine? And how many times do you use this word throughout the day? If you were to count it, you use the word mine so many times. So mine is mera, main and mera. When you say the word mine, then who is the mine? It is my Baba. Is this difficult? Or do you sometimes forget it? So now Bab Dada is not giving you any new word. You always use these words I and mine. So who am I and who is mine? This was Dadi Janki's slogans. मैं कौन, मेरा कौन और मुझे क्या करना है? Why do some children make effort difficult? They just think that the point bindu should come in front of them. Bindu, 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 which means the point form of the soul. They should come, and the bindu slips away. So you are a bindu, but which type of bindu? So keep this in your awareness, the self-respect. Swaman ki smriti rakho of who you are, and then all the effort will become very entertaining, which means Ramanikta hogi. Then your effort making Purusharth will become very easy. When you speak of just the Jyoti Bindu, that is point of light, it becomes difficult. And make easy effort, pleasurable effort. At this point, it reminds me of two things, I and mine. So in Sanskrit also, these two words are very famous. We say ahankar, right? Ahankar is ego, what we call in English. But ahankar, the word comes from aham. So aham is something I. So it is said in Hindi, aham atma mama maya. So aham means I and mama means mine. So when we say mamatva, no, mamatva is basically attachment to all the things. So it's I, the soul, and mama maya means my attachments. So all those are weaknesses. So very nicely Baba said that if you are so fond of saying these two words all the time, I and mine, or me and my, then just keep saying Mera Baba. And not only Mera Baba, but what it is, Baba says, Mera Baba, Pyara Baba, lovely, lovely Baba, and Meetha Baba, very sweet Baba. So apply those adjectives over there. So now moving further, Baba says, in this new year, let your efforts be elevated. However, as well as being elevated, let them first be easy. Again and again, Baba is reminding us today of easy effort maker. So Sahaj bhi or Sresht bhi. Let them be elevated and let them also be easy. So is this possible? Are both types of effort possible at the same time? Double foreigners speak. Is this possible? I hope there are some double foreigners in the audience. So speak, Baba is saying. Then Bap Dada will see it. Bap Dada continues to check all the time to see who becomes or who become difficult yogis. To be an easy yogi doesn't mean that your efforts should be those of carelessness. So very important, underlined today. When we sometimes use the word easy Raj Yoga, it can easily slip into what is called alvelapan, carelessness. But let them be elevated and easy at the same time. So now are the Pandavas easy yogis? Those who are easy yogis, raise your hands. Just be careful. It's all being recorded on the TV. Congratulations. So this year, no one will have any difficulties because you're all easy yogis. But mind well, Baba is saying don't become careless. Further down, Baba says, according to the time in this new year, everyone has to keep the special aim that whatever treasures you have, which we discussed, so we'll repeat, time, thoughts, samay and sankalp, virtues, knowledge and powers. So gun, gyan and shaktiyan. The biggest treasure of all these is that of thoughts. Elevated thoughts and pure thoughts. So Sresh Sankalp and Shuddha Sankalp, right? So Shubh bhi hai, which means they are benevolent for others, but they are also pure and elevated, Sresht. So you have to use all these treasures in a worthwhile way every day. That is, you have to attain success. So only when we are able to use these treasures in a worthwhile way can we attain success. So remember, that's what today's Mahavakya was, the title. Keep distributing them a lot and become master bestowers, children of the bestower, which means Tata. Distribute them a lot. Why? Because to use them in a worthwhile way means to attain success. It's just repeated again. Therefore, constantly keep this speciality of the new year with you at all times. You have to use everything in a worthwhile way and success will be guaranteed. All of you say that success is your birthright, right? Safalta hamara janam siddh adhikar hai. Do you have this right? So use it in a worthwhile way and continue to attain success. Whatever task you carry out now, continue to use one or another treasure in a worthwhile way and continue to experience success. Think about it. Can anyone have a right to success apart from you, Brahmin souls? So another point of intoxication. That apart from us, Brahmin souls, who else will have the right to be successful all the time? Why? Because the Father has given you all the blessings of being successful. Bap Dada always says that each Brahmin child is a star of success, an embodiment of success. Again, the rules of three come here. Baba used to say sitare. There are three types of sitare. I'll say in Hindi. First is lucky sitare, then is umidon ke sitare, and third is safalta ke sitare. So Baba is speaking about the star of success today. So I'll repeat in English those three stars. First is lucky. There are quite a few murlis on these successes, different types of successes. The lucky stars. Second is umido ke means the stars of hope. Baba still is hopeful. He has hope in us as well. And third is stars of success. And Baba says of these three stars, which are the ones he likes? Obviously, the stars of success. An embodiment of success means Safalta ka Swarup. Are you stars of success or you are stars of effort? पुरुषार्थ करने वाले सितारे तो नहीं ना. Bab Dada sees all the children as the stars of success. So do you remember how much time Brahma Baba spent at the beginning using everything in a worthwhile way? He used all his time in a worthwhile way till the end. Even though he had become karmatit, he still wrote so many letters. He used this time in a worthwhile way. Even on his last day, he spoke elevated versions. So anyone wants to say what that elevated version was? Those three, again the threes come. I don't know, you all don't speak in between. Probably when the Murli is being read, that's being a good student. But if you all can share, or if it's not allowed to share, I can only share. It's Nirakari, Nirvikari, and Nirahankari. So Nirakari is incorporeal, Nirvikari is, you all can tell me, egoless is Nirahankari, and Nirvikari is absolutely being without any vices, so viceless. So this was on the last day when Brahma Baba had said. So he spoke these elevated versions and he used everything in a worthwhile way till the last day, and this is why he attained success. Therefore, follow Father. In fact, to use every thought and every second in a worthwhile way is to become an embodiment of success. So, har sankalp or har samay, every second. All of you say with faith that you have a lot of love for Father Brahma. So the sign of love is that whatever the father loved, the children also should love. So बाप समान बनना है, तो जो बाप को पसंद है, वही हमें करना है. So therefore, let all your time, thoughts, and treasures be used in a worthwhile way. It should not be wasted. And what is the sign of love? Follow Father. What speciality did Father Brahma show? That whatever he thought, he did it in a practical way, in a second. This is also called complete purity, pavitrata. Whatever you think, you should do it immediately. He didn't just think, he didn't just make plans, but he demonstrated it by putting it into practice. So is it like this? Are you those who follow him? It is good. So Baba is happy with her effort. Third page today now. Baba says today so many people have come to celebrate the new year. It is good. Even if the hall becomes small, you have a big heart. Look, because you have a big heart, everyone is able to be accommodated. About 18 to 19,000 brothers and sisters were sitting in the hall. I hope you know which hall is this, the Diamond Hall, which then later on, before before Dadi Gulzar's part was over, maybe 2000, if I'm not mistaken, 2017 were the last Murlis which were spoken about. And then after that, Dadi's health wasn't good. So before 2007, I think the Diamond Hall was full with, at some point of time, even 25-30,000 brothers used to sit in that hall. So all those sitting outside are also listening, aren't they? So those sitting outside are listening, but they cannot be seen. Bab Dada has heard that abroad, it is those from Australia who sit at the most odd hour of 12 o'clock midnight for the transmission. Because when the Murli time here is around 7:30 evening to 9:30 or 8 India time, 2.5, 3 hours Australia is further ahead. So Baba says it is 12 o'clock midnight for them, for the transmission there. They sit at midnight and get up after 4 a.m. Amrit Vela. So Bab Dada also remembered those from Australia today. Anyone from Australia in the group? Baba is remembering. They are listening. Those who are here in Shantivan from Australia, raise your hands, which means those who have visited Shantivan from Australia. And Baba is saying, Trimurti, congratulations. First of all, to those from Australia, and then to others. Baba has told you the aim for this year, that use everything in a worthwhile way and success is guaranteed. Has everyone made this firm? So again and again, it's coming up that use your treasures in a worthwhile way. and success is guaranteed. You do not have to waste anything. The confluence age is the powerful age and the age of success. It is not the age to waste anything. 63 births of wasting have now come to an end, and this small age is now for using everything in a worthwhile way. If you use time also in a worthwhile way, you will claim a right to the kingdom in the future for the complete half cycle. So Adha Kalp Pura will be claiming the right to kingdom. If you use it in a worthwhile way only sometimes, then you would be able to claim a right to the kingdom only sometimes. But the 21 births, you won't be able to take fully. Everything is directly correlated. The more you do, the more you get. This is the reward of using your time in a worthwhile way. Similarly, if you are using your breath, that is Shwas, in a worthwhile way, then you'll remain healthy for 21 births. You won't have heart failure while moving along. Some people's heart stops beating. Some people have blocked arteries. So all these which are what you call the iron age weaknesses, the iron age diseases, none of that will happen there. And Baba says, use, so Baba is covering each and every treasure. He said about thoughts, then he said about time, make sure your time is being worthwhile, spent worthwhile. And Baba is saying about treasures of knowledge now. So use the treasures of knowledge in a worthwhile way, because knowledge means understanding. There you will become so sensible that there will be no need for a minister. Mantriyon ki zarurat nahi. Nowadays, when they take an oath, first of all, they create a cabinet of ministers. There you will have companions, but not ministers. Sayogi honge, but no mantri. All the members of royal family who sit at court will be crowned. Royal family won't be anything less. Although they may not be seated on the throne, but they'll have equal status. So Baba says, if you don't want to come in the 8 jewels, or rather if you can't come there, at least come in the royal family, because at least you'll have equal status, though you may not be seated on the throne. Therefore, don't think that very few will be seated on the throne, for all of you will be in the royal court as those who have a right to the kingdom. So you'll be at least present in the royal court as a part of the royal family. You also will have a crown on your head, and you will also have all full rights, Sarva Adhikar. So what will you become, number one or number wise? Will you become number wise or number one? Then do you know what you have to do for that? It is very good that you have shown courage, himmat hai. However, in order to become number one, you first all of have to win. So one ke liye win karna. You are doing that, aren't you? Don't say that you will do that, but that you are doing that. Karenge nahi, Baba, kar rahe hain. Others are also listening. Baba heard that today many of Brahma Baba's friends from the old Sindh have come. Today many children, many Sindhi children were there in front of Baba. Whole families have come. Acha, you will show wonders, won't you? What wonders will you show? So those Sindhi children are saying, we'll give Baba's message. Then Baba says, you are doing that anyway. Acha, 38 people have come. So what wonders will you perform? Baba is not telling you to do a lot. Baba is only telling you to do something very small. Are you ready to do that? Will the children also perform this wonder? So the Sindhi children, the 38 children, they are saying, we will create 3.8 million. Wow, that's great. So when Baba says multi-million, congratulations. You have said something very big. But Baba is telling you to do something very small. And that is each one bring one. Are you going to bring one? One should bring one another. Children should bring children. So all of you now sitting in the online group, I constantly see 18, 19, and that figure is constant since many months, I think. So each one of you bring one. So if 18 becomes 36, so that's what Baba wants from us. Mothers, children should bring children. Mothers should bring their husbands or their sisters, but each one has to bring at least another one. Look at this group. You guide them. Next year, you have to bring them. So come with a group, double the size. Bap Dada wants revelation to take place where the beginning took place, that is Sindh. Therefore, he's addressing the Sindhis in the group there because the beginning took place. You do feel mercy, don't you? You are the residents of Father Brahma's land, and so there is love for the residents of the same country as your own, because it is Brahma Baba's land where he originated from. You have many treasures. Continuing on our journey of treasures, we'll just finish the last paragraph in the next few minutes. You have many treasures. The treasure of virtues is so big. The treasure of all powers is also so big. So now we said Gyan of knowledge, and now it is Gun and Shaktiyan. Therefore, become master bestowers who donate virtues and powers. You must definitely give a gift of one or other virtue or power to all those who come into connection with you or into relationship with you. A very famous BK word we say, Sambandh and Sampark. The ones who come into relationship with you, that is Sambandh, and Sampark is connection. So no one should go away empty-handed. Something or the other you have to give everyone. If not anything else, give them at least the gift of the sweet words of the Father's message. Baba ka sandesh do meethe shabdon mein. Whenever people of the world hold a festival, they definitely sweeten the mouth of others. Mukh meetha karate hain, right? During festivals. So now Bap Dada says you have to sweeten their mouth, but you must also show your sweet face. The sweetening mouth means not about eating something sweet, it's about speaking sweet words. And Baba is adding to that icing on the cake. Show your sweet face. And sweet face is only the one which is all the time cheerful, Harshit Mukh. So let it not just be your sweet mouth, but let your face be sweet. You have accumulated this much of sweetness, haven't you? That no matter how much you distribute, you still remain full. This is the beauty of all the virtues and powers. The more you keep donating them, the more they increase in you. In fact, the more you distribute this treasure, the more it increases. It will never run out. So this year, note down whether you gave anything to whichever souls come in front of you. If they are not going to listen, then what do? Just give them sweet, powerful drishti. That also should suffice. If they don't want to listen to your sweet words, don't want to communicate through your sweet face, what you do is you just give them sweet drishti. However, you must definitely give them something or the other. That's important because we are master bestowers. Data ke bacche hain, master data. So something has to be given from us. No one should go away empty-handed. This is easy, isn't it? Or is it difficult? Youth group, is this easy? You are waving your hands very well. A very good youth group has come. So we'll cover this tomorrow. Baba meeting various groups. The youth group, then I think it's the teachers, and then the jurist wing, and the cultural wing. So, and Dadi Janki as well. So with this, we will just I'll just stop sharing and we'll spend a minute in silence and start sharing. So you can start sharing.
Om Shanti Bhaiji. Good morning, everyone. My takeaway point is Baba is emphasizing on how fortunate we are being in Sangamyug. It's an age of pleasure, and success is definitely our birthright. And it's only for Brahmin souls this birthright, because why? Baba himself has given us the blessings of being successful. So today we'll become ensure that maintain our motto of being a star of success and an embodiment of success. Om Shanti Bhaiji.
Om Shanti, brother. Thank you, Baba. Um, Baba has blessed us in such a beautiful way, in this beautiful gyan, in this world of confluence age. And he's highlighting that you have Trimurti blessings, new life, new age, new world. And I liked, brother, what you were sharing also of the experience of the triple three. And it is also, I've read in other religious texts also that anything that you say 3 times or you do 3 times, it just gets absorbed in a very different way, just like mind, body, soul. So I like that connection. And I think I shared my experience in one of the earlier Murli discussions that when Baba talks about double light, a lot of it, and when I meditate, I've actually always believed there's a triple light. There is you, there is Baba, and there's Bap Dada. So I'm very happy to learn from you about the triple three effect, and maybe we learn about it more. Thank you, brother.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Baba. So Mama said that मुंह मीठा कराना है, जो भी मिले उसको मुंह मीठा कराना है. The sweetness, we have to share the sweetness. So that I like very much. Om Shanti. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. I have a couple of questions. Is it okay if I can ask?
Yeah, sure.
One, I always get confused. I don't know which years or any time frame it refers to when we talk about confluence age. That's one question. The second one is, what's the significance of 63 births and 21 births?
Okay. So your question is about very basics, about the basics of Raj Yoga. So confluence age starts when Baba himself, that is Shiv Baba, he descends down and enters the body of Brahma Baba. So the confluence age starts from there. And we don't really look at the time frame in the like, oh, it started at this particular year and then it will end at this particular year. No, it is just the auspicious age where Shiv Baba, the incorporeal, whom Shiva we call, who came and he started using Father Brahma's body and started giving the knowledge. So it is from that point of time confluence age. So obviously the confluence age is still going on. And for all of us, though it is sometimes mentioned in the Sakar Murlis that it's the age of 100 years. So 1936 it started, will go until 2036. We don't go in the dates because Baba says don't be date conscious at all. Be soul conscious. And it's important that we don't know how much time we will live. As we all the time, Mama used to say, and Baba also says, Har ghadi is antim ghadi. You never know when you're not there in this world, when you leave the body. So the confluence age is still going on for us. And the second question you mentioned was about the 63 births and 21. So that is all the 84 births which we take. So it's as simple as if you divide the entire cycle of 5,000 years, which is mentioned in all religious scriptures, that the entire cycle is 5,000 years. In that, half kalp, that is half cycle, is 2,500 years. And in that, the first two ages, the golden age and the silver age, There you take 21 births. The golden age is 8 and the silver age is 12. So that is 20. And where is this another last one birth then? And that is actually the first birth which we have taken now. So the moment for us confluence age started, which means for when we all came into knowledge, a new age, a new birth has happened, and that's the Brahman birth of us. So that is number one birth plus 20, as I said, of golden and silver. That becomes 21. And the remaining 63 starts from the copper age, the day one of copper age. 63 births, if you say it's like 21 in the third one is copper and the last one is iron. So in 21 births in copper age and 42, double of that in the iron age. So 42 and 21, that becomes 63. So these are the births, because as we progress in the copper age further onwards, because what do you call, the celestial degrees also become less. So we go from Sola Kala to 8 Kala. The purity and everything of the soul starts declining. So therefore the age and the health of the body also starts declining. So in the initial parts, when we were able to have 150 years as an average age, now at the end of Iron Age, we can see the average age has started reducing, maybe 40, 50, 60. Someone even dies at birth, or you get newborn babies who are just dead at birth. So it's like that. So 63 births is now, everything is degrading very fast. So 63 births is not significant, because that is, we have spent those in body consciousness. But more important is the auspicious 21 figure, this 21 births, which we are all doing effort at confluence age for getting those 21 births and being in the royal family, as Baba mentioned today. So I hope that makes it a bit clear.
Yes, it does. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Thanks.
Om Shanti. Brother, today Baba is saying, if somebody is not that interested in listening to you, give them drishti, at least give them something, because you are bestower of fortune as like father. So brother, if you can explain it a little bit about drishti, what exactly we are supposed to do?
Right. So drishti is a very beautiful word. Actually, there is no such proper word in English. That's the reason it is used, the Hindi word powerful drishti. But if you want to translate it, it is giving vision with a lot of pure vibrations. So what we do is, like, I can sit here and look at, I'm not looking at you, but when I create good thoughts and beautiful pure thoughts and pure feelings, as you saw the last Sunday's Murli, Shubh Bhavna, Shubh Kamna, a few days ago, this Sunday. So if I have these pure feelings and good wishes inside me, that yes, whatever this soul wants should get it from Baba. And what I do this, I sit in soul conscious state and look at the other soul also in front of me with that full pure soul conscious vision. So when I'm able to do that, that is called drishti. So it doesn't mean that really you're looking at that soul, but though you're looking at it, that soul is physically in front of you in a body, right? So though he or she is not looking at you, but when you look at them, you try to look at them in the birkuti, that is the center of the forehead. And what thoughts you create is important. So as I said, thoughts of Shubh Bhavna, Shubh Kamna, that is pure wishes and pure feelings and good wishes. So it's your vibrations which matter through your drishti. And another word which is very closely used is sakash. So prakash and sakash. Prakash is something light and sakash is something called vibrations. So all this comes in the drishti. It comes in that. It's a full package of drishti, what we say. Okay.
Yes, brother.
So I think it's 6:14. So Rakhi Ben or Aini Ben, is it okay if we just move ahead with meditation?
Yes, Manoj bhai.
Yeah, okay, thanks. So what we'll do is, again, I won't give you a commentary. So we'll just sit in next 5 minutes. I'll play the meditation music and give you a few thoughts. And then you try to create your own commentary inside, because sometimes what happens, you all get dependent on someone's commentary. So let's try to be away from this dependence also. and try to create our own beautiful thoughts inside in meditation. I'll just give you a few points to ponder on. So I'll just share this. So sit back relaxed. Try to situate yourself in the stage of soul consciousness. Experience your original nature. The soul full of powers and virtues. Look at all your treasures Baba mentioned in the meditation. First one, the time. Time and space. Second one, the treasure of thoughts. How my each and every thought should be so elevated and pure and benevolent for everyone. Next, the treasure of my breath, Shwas. How my every breath be passed in remembrance of Baba. So with these Trimurti treasures, Samay, Shwas, Sankalp, time, thoughts and breath, let me use all these three treasures in a worthwhile way. And try to be an embodiment of success as Baba wants it to be. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Manoj Bhai. Thank you, all of you. And we shall continue with Manoj Bhai tomorrow also. See you at the same time, 5:30 a.m. Have a good day.
Om Shanti.
Thank you,
Om
Bhaiji.
Shanti. Thank you.